we get into this video. You do see that big ass mic in front of me. It is not on. I was recording with it. It didn't come out how I wanted it to, so I just scrapped the whole mic idea for now. Hopefully in a future video I'll be able to get it to work properly, but one thing I wasn't going to do was re-record this video, so you guys are going to see me look a little bit slow with that big ass mic in front of me and it not even working. But I hope you do enjoy this video, and thank you for tuning in. What is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, if you are not, thank you for joining me today, and I really do hope you hit that subscribe button and like and comment on this video, you know, for the algorithm or whatever. Today is definitely going to be a little bit of a different video than what I usually post and what you guys are used to seeing. As you've seen by the title, this video is going to be touching on a few different ways that you can change your life for the better and see positive change in your day-to-day life. Just for starters, just a little background on why I'm doing this. I've been out of school for the past 6 months. I graduated in June of 2023. It is now November of 2023. It's been 7 months since I graduated high school, and I haven't started school yet. My course starts in January. So I've sort of just had the last 7 months to be on my own and do a lot of thinking and a lot of reflecting. I've just gone through a good amount of things that have showed me what life really is, and I've decided instead of letting these things take me down, I can learn from them and grow. These past few months have just been about growth for me entirely, and I've just wanted to share what I've learned so far. I think from what I know, from the knowledge that I do have, I think sharing it would be the best thing to do, because I know there's people out there in my situation that are not really, I don't want to say not really doing much, but honestly not really doing much and sort of lost and trying to figure out where to go and what to do. So hopefully these 7 things that I list down will be able to help someone along their journey. So let's just get into it. These things are not in a specific order. It's not like a list and like step-by-step tutorial of what you need to do to get your shit together. It's just 7 points that I have done to improve myself and that have worked for me. So I'm sharing what worked for me because it may work for someone else. I'm no life coach. I'm not a motivational speaker or anything. I just want to live a good life, and I feel in order to live a good life there are changes that you have to make to your life now so you can live a better life in the future. First thing I got on the list is realizing that everything happens for a reason. And what I mean by that is, don't stress your situation. If something happens to you, don't blame yourself, and most importantly, don't blame God. Don't be like, why God? Why me? That shit does not help. When you come to the realization that everything happens for a reason, that you're going through a certain spot in your life and you know that there will be a better outcome and you have that in mind, it'll make things a lot easier. So when I say everything happens for a reason, say you get into a car accident, right? God forbid, you know what I'm saying, knock on wood, but you get into a car accident, your car is totaled, maybe you broke an arm or something, the other person walked away scot-free, they're completely fine, their car is good, but you're completely fucked. Don't look at it as, I have no car now. Shit, my arm is broken, what am I gonna do? You know, like that person, they got to drive away from the situation being completely fine. Don't look at it like that. Don't see the negative side in things. Try and find the light. Try and find the positive. Be like, hey, well, you know, maybe this was supposed to happen. Maybe this is a part of my journey. Maybe this happened because God is trying to tell me something. God is trying to show me something. Because at the end of the day, you go through a lot of things. You go through a lot of negative before you can see the positive outcome, before you see positive change. Maybe you are working towards getting a new car anyways. Maybe you take things for granted in life, like having a car, having a vehicle, and now it's gone. Now you have to live without it for a little bit and really realize that, you know, there's a lot of things that you took for granted, and God is just trying to show you that, hey, I'm taking these things away from you so you can realize and see things from a different light. Once you come to that realization that God is not doing these things to punish you, but rather doing these things to push you forward and teach you a lesson, you'll realize that the outcome is always greater than what happened. You will end up getting that new car that you want. Maybe you'll end up being able to fix your car even though they said it was totaled. You know what I'm saying? It's just like certain miracles and certain blessings will happen when you realize that everything happens for a reason. Nothing happens for no reason. And I speak on a car situation because just before graduation, it was senior ditch day. My car had broke down. I was like in a shitty mood. I already didn't have my phone. Like my phone bill wasn't paid, so I couldn't call nobody.
couldn't text nobody, my data wasn't working, and then my car broke down and I didn't have that shit for about like 2-3 weeks. So it was just like a lot of shit was going on all at once, and at first thought about it negatively. I was like, well, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna get around? You know what I'm saying? Like, I still got to get to school, I still got to go to work, I got all this shit to do, and I have no car and I have no phone. Those are the two main things that I could say that I genuinely took for granted, because my car is a 2008 Ford Focus. At the time, the bumper was falling off, it was taped up, there was some shit wrong with it, and instead of being grateful that I even had a car, I'd bitch and complain about the car that I was driving, instead of realizing that, hey, like, not everybody can drive a car. Especially at my age, not everybody has a car. I'm young and I have a license, I have my own car, I can get around. The things that I took for granted the most were just taken from me just like that. And once you realize that those things that you have, like, anything could just leave you in a split second, you start to appreciate things more. So just realize that everything happens for a reason. Be grateful for what you have, because in a blink of an eye it could all be gone and you could have nothing. Next thing on the list, your problems are not problems. You not having the newest iPhone is not an issue. You not having money is not an issue. Once you make things a problem, only then do they become problems. If you say, I don't know how I'm gonna pay this bill next week because I'm not seeing the funds right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, this, once you make things a problem, only then do they become problems. If you say, I don't know how I'm gonna pay this bill next week because I'm not seeing the funds right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a problem. You're thinking of it as a problem, you're seeing it as an issue, so you're, in the sense, you're manifesting that, because you're putting it into the universe that this is a problem, this is a problem. If you want a problem, the universe is going to give you a problem. Though God is going to give you a problem if that's what you keep asking for, if that's how you see it. They say it as, the money's looking tight right now, but I will still find a way to pay this bill. It's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? I'll find a way. Maybe I can call my phone company and be like, hey, like, is there any way I can get an extension on this? I'm still just trying to get some things together and I will be able to pay it soon. Just figure out solutions rather than seeing your problems as a problem, because in reality, you have no problems. There are people out there that are actually suffering through real life issues and have real life problems, especially if you're young and, you know, you live a good life, you get to eat every night, you get to take a shower, you get to put clothes on and leave the house every morning for school or work or whatever it is you gotta do. You have no problem. Next thing I got on the list is be positive. Have an open mind. When I say be positive, I don't mean be overly positive. Everybody experiences some bad shit in their life, and not everything is always gonna be positive. Positivity is a big part of my life, especially right now, and just remaining calm and collected about things. Like, there's a lot of things that could happen now that would have made me upset a few months ago, that now it's just, I look at it and I'm just like, you know what, it's okay. Because going back to number one, everything happens for a reason. Next thing I learned over the course of these past few months is to just be you. Try your best to be your most authentic self, no matter how hard it may seem, no matter how much you see on the internet, what other people are doing and how other people are living. Just try your best to be yourself, because at the end of the day, only you could be you. No one else could be you. You can't imitate anybody else, no matter how much you try, because at the end of the day, it's not you. You gotta really focus on becoming that person that you want to be. And really, what helps is journaling, you know, writing down your feelings as much as you can, because then and only then you really get to, you're seeing it on paper, on pen and paper, even in the notes app on your phone, you're seeing it there, and you're really seeing the things you do on a daily basis. You know, you can even write down what you aspire to do, and just looking and realizing that you cannot change for others, that regardless, no matter what, you're always going to result back to that same person that you are and always will be. You'll be good. The only thing you really can do is be yourself, and if you are afraid to be yourself because of, say, your surroundings, the people around you, your family, people are people. People are gonna have their own opinions. People are gonna have shit to talk. There's people that are gonna stick beside you no matter what. You gotta put yourself in a position to find those people who are gonna stick beside you no matter what. You gotta find your people and surround yourself around the people who are gonna lift you up rather than bring you down. So just be you unapologetically. Anybody and everybody says it, but it's the truth. It's the honest to God truth, because if you're not yourself, you're gonna be stuck in your head battling yourself and figuring out who the fuck you want to be tomorrow. Do I want to be Michael Jackson tomorrow, or do I want to be Michael Jordan? Which one do you want to be? There's only one you. You're born you and you die you. You're born alone and you die alone. So you might as well just live in your truth and be yourself 100% to the best of your ability. That's all I can say on that. Next thing I got is separate yourself from material things. It is really cool to have, I don't want to say cool, but it's nice to have nice things. I have nice things. I possess nice things. I worked hard for my nice shit. But at the end of the day, it's like, don't kill yourself to have nice things. Don't sell your soul to have nice things. Don't work a job only to save up and spend your money on a Louis Vuitton belt or a bag that you've always wanted. Because at the end of the day, once again, you're born alone and you die alone. When you die, you cannot take that shit with you. Sure, you can put it in your casket, but you're not going to be a spirit roaming the earth or in the heavens above with a Louis purse on your arm. God did not put you on this earth to fucking go and buy a Louis bag. And I'm not saying don't go out and buy these things, but I'm also saying it doesn't matter. The Louis bag is here. You're also here. If you want it, you can definitely put in the work to achieve it. There's no shame in having the nice things. I'm just saying, don't make everything you do in this life only to be able to get these nice things, if that makes sense. Next thing I got on here is be kind. Be nice. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. You get what you give, and that right there is just the basic rule of karma. If you're an asshole, if you're a mean person to yourself, if you're a mean person to others, others are going to treat you mean and be an asshole to you. If you are treating your body like shit, your body is going to treat you like shit. All that shit is happening because you're not nice to others and you're not nice to yourself. If you're looking in the mirror every day and you're pointing out your flaws and what you view as negative in yourself, the only thing you're doing is speaking it into existence. You're giving that to the universe, so the universe is going to give it right back. If you're saying, I don't like this pimple on my forehead, it's making me look really ugly, guess the fuck what? You're gonna wake up the next morning and you're gonna see another fucking pimple on your forehead. There's gonna be another one right here and right here. Now you got fucking devil horns on your forehead because you were talking shit about yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking shit about the next person, seeing, oh, that person is really big, they must not love themselves because they're not taking care of themselves. Guess what the fuck is gonna happen? The next person over there is talking shit about you too because you're talking shit about someone over there. You gotta be nice to people because that shit, it's a revolving door. It comes right back to you and it'll slap you right in the face. Say you see someone asking for money, especially living in the city that I live in, Toronto, like you see this on a daily basis. At every intersection you go to, there's somebody there with a sign and a coffee cup ready for some change. Regardless of their situation, you don't know what they're actually going through. You don't know if that $2 that you just gave them is gonna do something for them. You don't know if that meal you just bought them is the only meal they ate for the entire week. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be kind and do things out of the genuine kindness of your heart, because when you do shit like that, when you're genuinely helping people and you're genuinely, let's say, complimenting someone on the road or even giving somebody a smile and them smiling back, when you're doing things like that, you're gonna realize that a lot of good shit is gonna start happening to you. The universe is gonna start blessing you because you're blessing others. It's not gonna happen right away, that's for sure. It's not gonna be instantaneous. You're not gonna see immediate change in your life. You're not gonna give someone $1 one day and then receive 10 the next day or the next minute. It takes time. You have to really change for the better and do things because you want to do things and you're willing to do things and because you can do things for others rather than doing it just for a return. So just don't be an asshole, be nice. The last thing I have on this list is don't become a product of your environment. Say you live in the ghetto. Don't become a product of your environment. If you want more for yourself and you see and you know that you can do more for yourself, put yourself in a position to do more. If you want a big house in a nice neighborhood one day and you want to be able to afford that big house in a nice neighborhood, take a trip on one of your off days or something and go to that nice neighborhood that you want to live in and go for a walk over there. Go for a drive over there. See those houses. Put yourself in that area and in that mindset that you will get it one day. If you want a nicer car, go to the dealership. Go sit in that car. Go manifest it. Go tell yourself that you can get it. That one day you are going to take this car and you're going to drive it off the lot and bring it home and park it in your driveway of your big house in that nice neighborhood that you dreamed of living in. Take yourself out of your environment and put yourself where you want to be so you can really manifest and you can can see and you can study and you could work on getting yourself there, and you can do things to get yourself there. Meet people, visit places, speak to people that are in the job that you want. And these are things that I'm still working on myself. Don't let where you live and your surroundings and the people around you bring you down. So just think with your brain and be positive, see things through a different light, a different perspective, and be nice and kind to people, because that stuff really does go a long way. I do gotta wrap up this video quick because my SD card is about to run out of storage. I hope you guys take what I'm saying and implement it into your day-to-day life. I really hope this video made sense to some, and some people resonated with it. I do look forward to doing more videos like this as I grow as a person, to help you guys grow as people and individuals. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.